Hello and welcome to the Vassilea Romaeon channel. My name is Michael and today we continue our campaign in Europa Universalis 4. This is the vanilla playthrough and we are playing as the Grand Principality of Moscow. In the last episode we finally finished off the Novgorodian Principality and now we are the main power in what is today Russia. We are currently in the process of annexing Pskov, and we also wanted to annex Belozero afterwards when we can. So let's see to that. Actually, if we want to do that, we don't have to annex or rather create any spy networks in Poland, because we would need a second diplomat to annex Belozero at the same time. So let's take a look at the dates. So it will be October 17 and this one is September. Okay, so it's basically in April of 17 we should start annexation of Belozero, but not before that. Also, for some reason our ally of Pskov decided to stay in Novgorod just to create problems for our army here. Let's also drill this army, and we can actually mothball the fortress of Novgorod as well. There's this province of Luki which is devastated and it has no connections to any forts. Well, it shall have a connection to Pskov once we annex it, but not before that. So we can okay, so the Austrian Duke became king of Hungary, or probably the other way around. And we are on our way to lose our great power status, which is not good. And we are going to lose all of our innovativeness because we don't quite have enough admin to get this technology going. Oh well, what can you do? Also, thinking about it, let's see. The enemies of Poland are Bohemia, Teutonic Order and even the Great Horde, of which, I mean, I wonder why this small country, I mean, if you look at this, it's just this Prussia, it's not even that developed compared to Poland. How can it possibly rival this? I mean, just look at that. It has Poland, Lithuania and okay, Moldavia is guaranteed nothing more, but whatever. Anyway you slice it, it's incomparable. And yet they consider themselves rival. I find it very weird. Bohemia, it's also pretty weak if you ask my opinion. Let's take a look at the armies. I mean, Polish army is 27,000, 28,000, then Lithuanian 25. Bohemian army is 12, and they consider themselves a rival. This is ridiculous. Okay, so icon of Elevsa is forgotten. We now probably should get some other icon. Considering the situation, probably the icon of Saint John Climax is best option right now, because we do need the Renaissance to spread as fast as it can. We will need it. Oh, military technology cost minus 10%, that's pretty nice. I hope we'll be able to use it to our advantage. But currently, if we take a look at our military power, we are nowhere close to that. Okay, so it's March, so next month, as I said, Oh, that's cool. Nazari Bagration got 1 point in fire. So he's 4-3-4-2. Well, that I would consider that to be like 3-star general. Okay, he would have been 3-star general if he had 4 points into shock. Anyway, let's start annexing below 0. Let's see. It's June. Oh. Oh, okay, whatever. It seems that for some reason it changed a wee bit. But so this one is April and this one is June, so it will be just a wee bit later. But it's not a big problem. We also will be able to get some of these guys to join our armies in Tula and, or rather in Neva and Moscow. We'll send these two to here and these two to here, and thus we'll... Do we actually have the... No cannons for now. But we could get the... like stats cannon or however it's called, when we just get one for the sake of it. I mean, we can't really afford much more economically, and so patronage for Renaissance artists. Okay, that's something I really would like to do, and that's about Kasimov. Kasimov of all the places. That's funny, but okay. So it's 39. And like the Tatars in Kasimov are now more developed, more in connection with Renaissance than even a city like Novgorod. That's funny. Very progressive guys indeed. So now there's the possibility of their uprising actually very soon, so let us stop drilling and let's send these guys to Moscow. And let's send them to Kasimov. So Sweden wants me to support their independence, which I do not wish to do. Yes, so Belozero is also next. Send them here to Neva. Thankfully we don't have to create any new states or core anything. Those were already a part of our states. Oh. The Kasimov rebellion just disappeared for some reason. Oh, it didn't. I'm just blind. So we can get one of these guys if we so desire. Let's get this Andrei Kozlov guy. Maybe he will save us from that annoying event about a comet. Because as you might remember, when you get this sort of advisor, this event sometimes gives you stability instead of taking it away. But considering it's a random event, I doubt it will happen. Okay, so let's wait for the rebellion of Kasimov Tatars, and once it's done we shall declare war on Sweden and we'll take Vyborg from them. Or we might actually try to do this. Okay, they wouldn't give it to me. And they are allied to quite a lot of people actually. Teutonic Order, Oldenburg, Verden and Wolgast. They are all weak, but there are many of them. And as you might remember, when weak people unite, they can destroy even a stronger power. It's like a 10 jackals can kill a lion or something. So, we do have some money right now, and do we have a mission of some sort? We do have a mission about giving the development to Kolomna. Do I really wish to do that? I'm not sure. I would instead rather prefer to get the tech. So, the revolting Casimir just fired. Now let us send these guys to there, to the north. Let's get some of that. That's the same army doing. Also, let's see. Combat with its 20, so it might be wise to actually get additional cavalry unit to both of these armies. And I think we do have Cossack regiments established. Yes, we do. And that would allow us to do this simple thing. In other words, to establish some actual Cossack regiments. And with the combat width of 20, we will be unstoppable. Oh goddamn, exactly when we decided to declare war on our enemies, and that's like for a couple years. This army is pretty much professional except for the new regiments. Now, okay, let's see. Well, we do have more troops, even with all of their allies, they don't have enough. And Teutonic Order is not willing to join them, which is great. There we go. Which one has more siege peeps? Okay, they all have them. Let us get 10 units to besiege this thing, and the other 10 units we shall just keep around. While this army we shall split in two. Half of it will send this way to Savolux, and the other half will send this way to Karelia, just to stay around. I mean, we should be more careful with our troops and manpower and attrition, because we don't have that much of manpower. So we have an advisor who is Danish guy, which is this guy, and there's an event we can either fire him or we can keep him, and there's a chance that either he betrays us or he will lift the fog of Denmark if he is loyal to us. Let's try to see. Okay, so he was loyal to us. And now we got the infiltration for about half a year, which is great, if you ask my opinion. Oh, so we can't go this way, we would have to go all the way around. Well, at least until we take Vyborg. So, Prince of Starduke has died, and we inherit his territory, so we can confiscate it. We'll lose some legitimacy, and boyars will be pissed off. It's not worth it, I would rather get some legitimacy and loyalty from the boyars. Oh, and now there's the agenda about to expire. Ooh, even though it's not something I like to do, I will do it. I would rather fulfill the estate agenda. Another issue right now is that we don't have a fleet, like, at all. And that's problematic. It would have helped us quite a lot with the siege of Vyborg. So, let us try to attack these guys in White Karelia. Oh. Before we go there, these guys are... okay, they don't stop this. I can go back. Okay, we should just keep a closer look at the siege of Vyborg, because these Danes are willing to commit to actually try to relieve the siege. Now let us wait for them to attack. They actually, yeah, they decided to go all in. Thankfully we do have enough forces to stop them. And also their defeat means that the siege of Vyborg will be more so in our favor than it could have been otherwise. Let's send these guys back. So yes, Vyborg has fallen. Let's send this army further. Oh, that's not good. They're sending all of their troops to Karelia. And I don't quite have enough to stop them. So we'll have to tolerate this, I guess. Now let's go to here. Once we take Nuland and Tavastland, we go to Osterbotten and Abo, or Obo. And what I would like to do, I would like actually to let them besiege Vyborg and then attack them, if that's at all possible. Oh wait, I forgot there's another province right here. So now they might actually want to do that, or would they? That was great, we destroyed one of their armies. Yes, they actually did besiege Vyborg. That's exactly what I wanted them to do. Now we might attack them in here. Hopefully it will be a stack wipe. But it wouldn't be, sadly. Then there will be yet another battle in Obo. And there we go. Crushed them. And let's see how are they like about the whole peace treaty thing. Well, they are not willing to accept it. For now, anyway. Also, now we are losing quite a lot of manpower. Good. Let's attack these guys in Obo. But then again, if we just keep beating their forces again and again and again, they might accept the peace treaty. Send a part of this army to Osterbotten, the stronger part. There are no reinforcements, right? Yeah, no reinforcements, so my guys should be able to crush them. Good. Very nice. But yeah, first of all, we're losing a lot of money. And damn, that's not good at all. We can try to sell some of our titles, or alternatively we can give some monopolies to our states. That would give us some money, at least in short term. Okay, let's give them this monopoly. Anything we can give to burghers? Not really. Anything we can give to these guys? Not really. To Cossacks? Not really. Damn. I mean, just financially we are in a bit of a pickle. I don't understand why are we losing so much money. It's like 11 a year. Probably it's advisors that are taking so much. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Now let's split this army in two, part to Torovaniemi and part to Kajanland. I mean, when we get to say 20 war score, they should be a lot more agreeable. Okay, so we can take these guys out of the war, which is good. Let's see, how about now? 18 for 34, 18 for 40. Okay, that's nice. At least we're getting somewhere. And my boys are besieging their territories as well. can get some idea and get some innovativeness from that. I guess we shall. And a governmental reform we can take. Bureaucracy. Culture conversion cost, autonomy change cooldown. Decentralized bureaucracy, expand royal court, reform progress, possible advisors. Meh. Disables cold eye, reduce loyalty from seizing crown lands, cost advisor of the road culture. That could have been useful. Original consoles, meh. This one is actually pretty good. Considering that we have the vassal swarm right now, but we're going to slowly annex them, so I'm not really sure about that. Okay, let's get this one, since we are going to convert cultures quite often. And also that would make sense considering we are Muscovy. Now boys, how about accepting peace treaty? No, not really, they wouldn't. We can't really attack them right now, can we? That would be somewhat of a suicide to go there. Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. Now they would get crossing penalty, so there's a chance that we can actually win this battle. Yeah, certainly. Good. Yet another army of theirs crushed. Oh, our king died, or rather our knyaz died. So our great knyaz Vasily Temny died, and now we have his son Ivan Veliki, which means the Great. And historically, this guy actually did the thing. It was actually Ivan who took Novgorod, and sometimes he considered to be like the first Russian Tsar or something, but he wasn't actually crowned Tsar. Instead, what happened is that he sometimes... Oh, come on, stop running like that. I mean, look at that. They're just running from one province to another. Let's get until they get locked, and then we go there. Yeah, now we go there. So now we can get the tech, finally. At least we are not losing the innovativeness anymore. Good, they are crushed. Now let's go south to Helsingland. We also can get this tech. How about a peace treaty, buddy? No, not really. Still, they don't want to give it to me. Who get... Okay, they get the penalty, which is not nice. Okay, now they get the penalty. Now I'm willing to help. Now I'm willing to commit. I mean, always take defensive battles with the negative modifiers for your enemies, if you can. So now they are actually probably willing to accept the peace treaty. Yes, but I would like to get some money, even though I'm not sure about that. Okay, I mean, that's the best we can do if we don't want to go into hell of a lot of loans. Yeah, we'll do. Not the best peace treaty, but that's about what we wanted from them anyway. Now let's send these guys to Moscow and these guys to Vyborg. And let's get some new rival. Let's make Kazan a rival. Good. Now, when it comes to here, we shall click this button. Oh, come on. You should have taken at least 1 point from them. Anyway. And then let's wait for our war exhaustion to go down. Is there anything in terms of that? So, we might want to mothball all the forts except for Novgorod and Vyborg. Everything else we can mothball. There we go. Hopefully that will give us positive budget. Positive balance. Will it? Not really. Well, at least not until this army is fully recuperated. So, Golden Horde declared war on Crimea. Oh, at least what's left of it anyway. And it's always a bad sign if you see Ottomans getting hold on these territories, because once they get to, say, Astrakhan and take this stuff, it will be almost impossible to stop them as Muscovy. They're just too damn strong in the early game. Anyway, let's see if we can get some lands from our estates. We would have been able if not for the fact that our boyars is somewhat pissed off. Well, I certainly don't want to do that. That's also not a great thing, but the patriarchs, I don't know, I'll get the burghers one. We shall then... Okay, we'll do it the different way. We'll do this and then we seize lands. There we go. It's like I give and I take. Oh, and there's the alarm clock, which means that I'm going to end the episode right about now. So, the central power, the Grand Principality, growing steadily with no tribute to send to counts of Central Asia, so is our disposable income. As an unusually rich harvest has left considerable surplus. So, which province is that? Yuriev. First dark province is here. So we can either get production in Yuriev, some money, or operational progress. I would get this land as true wealth. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. Let's send this army to Neva. Yeah, something like that. And now, since we sold some of our grown lands, that would mean that we'll be able to get to this mission faster than we could have otherwise. Okay, anyway, we took Vyborg from Sweden. We now are in control of a pretty nice, beautiful fortress, thus securing our border here. And we now have 3 provinces in the Baltic Sea, which will allow us to finally create some sort of fleet. And it will be useful in the future if we are to go to war with, say, Livonians, Lithuanians, or... Okay, maybe not Lithuanians, but Livonians and Teutons, certainly. Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this thing, and if you do, remember to actually endorse the channel. Commenting helps, liking it helps, promoting it to your friends also helps, so all that YouTube jazz. And, well, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.